been, Tainari? That's...
Shh! Keep your voice down.
Tainari, am I going to die? And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tainari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
What happened? Tainari, is he?
Okay, enough. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest.
Really? Then...
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered...
Oh...
Hey, let me ask you something.
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. It's different from before. I got lost after I got out.
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest, Traveler, Paimon.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidya forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go. Excuse me, I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass.
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed.
Closed? Now that...
It's a long story. Some of our goods were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price. Our caravans had to pull together Mora to afford those parts. Now that all the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory until this plan takes effect.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequence...
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do...
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after... How many people were there in total? Were they not affected?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many...
No people.
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me.
What the heck? The Avidia forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses,
I see. If we help you retrieve your
Oh, but not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIP.
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful.
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone. If you're interested, you can go and talk to.
All right. We'll go and have...
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of Mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it. It's hurting again.
Watch out for pickpockets.
It's hurting.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life...
That mechanical crap. 10 of us might not. Didn't the academia ban Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Ah, who would have...
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
Keep some sumeru roses on hand. There'll always be a use for them.
How are things? Did you make?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still. Assuming normal operation if I were its owner, but it only goes after...
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
We're way behind schedule. Perhaps.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter...
Then let's get to it.
Okay. We'll start from here and have the sumpter beast with the components on... This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The sumpter beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why'd it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew dis-
All right, it's moving again. Did you hear? Ah! Is that the mechanical crab that can't?
It looks strong. Be careful.
Gather!
Let me weave you a bird. Born of ice and frost. Illusion shattered. Ha! Inazuma shines eternal.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty. Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted.
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a...
Okay, so you want the crowd to lead us into the contaminated?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be... If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend... I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own.
Paimon gets it now. Does the scuttler understand?
It doesn't have to. as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us.
It seems...
Listen to me. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another... I'm not sure, but our priorities are we should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few...
Shine down!
These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got... Thank you. Don't worry about the
2 is enough.
No, that won't do.
No need. I've already
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts?
But those parts are very useful to me. I retrieved the things you needed, and you... Oh, and before we go, just a reminder, the farm...
Noted. Thank you.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine...
Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need...
No need. A precise dose...
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medic... He gets a little nervous when I'm around for... I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler.
How is he? Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better, and his temperature is returning to normal. That's wonderful! Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did! Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right! You'll do great, Kale. All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crab.
Elazar is a truly troublesome illness.
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps were... You honored our agreement and waited here and... As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the... I want to see what happened there.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. It's like... real...
Do you feel unwell at all? Good. It's as I pred...
How do you know?
I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal? This flower species is formally known as the sumeru. They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates, from the looks of things,
You're saying the contamination...
I can't confirm that right. Let's take another look around and see if we can
this entire the birds used to chirp really.
This contaminated region currently appears to have a critical... Some animals have keen awareness.
Leaky ley lines sure can cause a lot of damage, huh?
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, weak climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies, when people live under this equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes. If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but he and I are fine because our elemental capabilities allow us to adapt. Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. That's about it for the investigation.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Environment, no wind. Target parameters, normal. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
What's this?
A purification device that I made. It can absorb excess ley line.
What a neat thing! Let's set up more and cover the entire region!
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices have their limits. At best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluents, we'll need to tackle the source. That's right.
Huh? The mechanical...
Something's approaching. So that's it. Now that the lay... Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the pure...
I will have order.
Whew. That's all of them. Hey! Where are you? Let's hurry and keep up. The mechanical crab went that way. Let's keep up.
Help! Help!
defines your fate. Know my sword. Witness the power of for Rex Lapis.
Spare me.
Hey, are you okay?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you up.
Don't worry.
Oh, good. It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be. Do you know what's inside the forest? I just came here to pick her. I gotta get out of here.
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside the contaminated region for... We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. At that point, someone will bring him to... So you think you did a...
It's so hard to...
All right, regardless of what you're thinking, that's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's... And also, how do you feel about that...
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand.
It seems like it possesses limited help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for... It's getting late. So let's set up camp for the night. Hey, over here! Come on, you big lummox, raise your head and look up!
Next on the agenda...
Let's set up camp here.
All right. Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because it's higher elevation. Rainforests are very wet. You should opt for the next tasks at hand.
Leave it to Paimon.
I'm not expecting that much. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tainari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two... Oh, you found some already.
Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts.
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later... that is...
It looks really sick.
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird... I'm off to prepare dinner.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, it's settled then. Have a good night.
Paimon's getting... It's been a while since...
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. Speaking of which, it was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it... So you can tell. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably... Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical topics related to mechanical life forms where they proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical life. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, in their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological life forms, zealous researchers performed The irony is that the researchers became... I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It's just my ancestors and the Veluca Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. So to me, all life is important. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. By placing yourself above other life forms... Really? Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts... All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and the night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Really? You're not mad? Don't worry. Paimon...
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the...
Is there something we can...
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire... Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night.
Got it! Paimon will take care of...
All right. Let's meet back... All right. It's the effects of the ley line. Try to conserve. As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Stabilize!
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Ha!
Rise! Order guide you!
Torn to oblivion! Born of ice and frost!
It stopped here!
Upon closer inspection, the ley line energies are also stronger here. Ready yourselves.
Klee can help. There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. We need to place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Yeah. Woo! 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 Da da da. What is this?
Ley line energy is spilling out from here. This device. It's extracting energy from the... Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences?
That's terrible! We have to stop it! Oh, let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see...
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which may cause irreversible... Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this...
Wait! You're also vulnerable! We're staying! We can't leave you!
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must...
You know where it is? Hey! Wait for us! What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful, and watch your step.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. Almost forgot about you.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was the file room will definitely give us some clues. This place is a natural hiding spot with how hidden it is. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Did you two find it?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all.
Tape
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually... However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable.
Come on, let's watch.
Hold on. Let me figure out how to play the tape. It goes in there.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go in.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
was written on.
That's quite the time gap.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set? All right, there you... Water entered the Keela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglia. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we... I'm glad. Karkata, did you know, aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension? Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about...
After Abatui left the Academia, everyone lost contact with. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts.
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be... The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. Doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sort.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking, in my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your... That is a very dangerous thing. And I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or key. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you can't. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my... This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Strange. Oh no, I have to shut it off. Right. I never input a command to shut down the... In the end, it's just like the Academia said. I'm sorry, Karkata.
I see. So the ley line effluence was in... After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and
Paimon understands. Then...
Because Karkata is different. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the Academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experiment... Karkata can't speak. And yet it cares about Abatui far more.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a... First, let's find the control unit for the ley line the forest. Can't see. More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze. Keep up. Keep up. Ha! Keep up. Ha! Keep up. Keep up. Ha!
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Boing, boing, boing!
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Up! Let me weave you a verse.
Enshroud! Ha! Ka! Ha! I hear everything! Ka! Ka! Ha! Ha! Sa!
Stabilize!
Pew! Blazing delight! Yeah. Boing, boing, boom! Hi-ya! Yeah. Hi-ya! Dumpy, dumpy, go!
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also without an external force damaging the ley lines. Oh, but I bet you
Da-da-da. Woo. So, Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will...
Karkata is unable to understand. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many...
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But...
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to... No one knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but...
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tainari says you're...
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extractor has... Let them be alone.
This is order.
The ley line extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but moving on, those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for according to the Academia's policies, research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed.
What the heck?
You two should return first. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds... Listen, the Traveler has... Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved. Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about me...
All right. Then...
Why are you still... I'll take care of this.
Anyway,
I see. Once the excess this is the stipulated
is Karkata going to be sent back to the Academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled. Oh, then how about we find time? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tainari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. Alright then, we'll find Tainari. How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should go find Tainari. How do you think we should ask him?
Gather!
illusion shattered, torn to oblivion.
Pew! Jumpy, jumpy, pew! Hi-ya! Da-da-da!
Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
Solidify!
Witness the power of Gurwa. Huh?
Sparks and splash! Boom! Hi-ya! Ah! La la la. Da da da. Woo. La la la. Woo! La la la. Da da da.
The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, extrapolating from these two datasets, it would be particularly potent.
Karkata?
Oh, I thought I told you all to keep your voices low.
You didn't just.
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took in. We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the all life brought forth in this world has meaning. And Karkata is no exception.
Wait, you just said life form.
The possibility exists, is all. It's Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of... From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject, but as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research. What do you think?